Lanbang and welcome back to my channel! To all those who are here for the first time, thank you so much for joining me today, and to all those who have stuck around from the very beginning, thank you. I really appreciate you. For today's video, I will be sharing with you 5 very simple habits that we can cultivate. So well, without further ado, let's get into the video. So now we are currently in the month of May 2021, and I believe that way back in 2020 when the whole world was on lockdown because of COVID, we all believed that somehow 2021 would be a far greater year. A lot of things that we were unable to do or accomplish in 2020 would be able to accomplish in 2021. But for many countries, especially like India, COVID is still very much a reality, and there have been so many lives which have been lost even in the past few months because of this virus. We still live in very frightening times, and it is truly very devastating that so many people, even people who are very close and dear to me, have lost their loved ones even in the past few days. So I hope that wherever you are, especially if you're here in India or in countries which have been just very severely affected by this virus, I hope that you all are staying safe. Gift yourself some quiet time. Many of us these days, we are so busy either pursuing a career or trying to accomplish or fulfill a goal, or giving all your love and your attention to the family members in your household, or focusing ourselves to doing everything that we can, because we feel that life is just so short and we just have such little time. Even if it might not be for half an hour or for like an hour, at least take out 5 minutes or 10 minutes where you just have a time where you can just be quiet. Quiet time is a luxury these days. We're always rushing. Physically, we might not be rushing to a place, or physically we might not be doing something, but I feel in our minds we are always rushing as well. So gift yourself some quiet time. That is so important for your mental health, for your body, for your heart. Life is just not about you, it's about you taking care of others. But I really hope that even if it just might be for 5 minutes, that you just take out time just to be on your own, and you don't have to think about anything. You don't have to be reading or meditating or doing anything that is so-called productive. No, just let your mind rest. Just let it regain the energy that it needs. Let it regain the focus that it needs. Even if it just might be 5 minutes, it helps a lot. So people, please, I urge you to take quiet time for yourselves, and also encourage the people in your life to take at least 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Move around. Don't let your body just be in one place. One thing that I have discovered about my body and about my health during the past 1 year is that your body needs to move around in order for it to be healthy. A lot of the things that I do sitting. Like I do a lot of art, I do a lot of drawing, sketching, creating things on my iPad or on paper, and for that I sit and I do my work. So when I do that, my body just remains in one position for a really long time. And also sometimes when you're working, you don't really remember to get up and to stretch and to move around because you're just so focused on your work, right? So that is just really not healthy. And because I did not really take time to stretch or to move about, I have started having back problems, and it has not been pleasant. It has been really painful. Because of COVID, a lot of us have had to work from home, and because of that we're constantly sitting, and when we just constantly sit and we don't move around, it does not strengthen our back or our legs or our bodies in any way, but in fact it destroys it. So whether you're young or you're in your mid 30s or you're in your early 30s or in your 40s, 50s, whichever it is, please take time to stretch, to move around, to move your body, to keep your body as active as possible. Practice gratitude. I think this is a good time for us to be able to truly pick up this habit of practicing gratitude. When I say practice gratitude, it doesn't mean that you have to be grateful and thankful only for the big things in life, like getting a dream job or getting a nice house or an apartment or even getting a car. You can be grateful for material things, for things big like that. But what I'm talking about here is a lot of focus on practicing gratitude for the small things in life. Many a times we don't always focus on being grateful and being thankful for small things. We can start off by being grateful because someone from our family just texted us with a really nice sweet message to remind us that they love us. And I think in such trying times, such a message, even if it just might be I love you, or I'm thinking of you, or I'm praying for you, or I'm here for you, those are things that we can be really grateful for. It can be for even the smallest things that people do for you, like cook for you the meal that you've wanted to eat, or just buy you a lollipop or a chocolate because they thought of you when they saw it, or even just looking out of your window and looking at the sunshine, or being grateful for the sound of the birds. So let us start cultivating this habit of practicing gratitude. And you can write it down in your diary, but also I think what works for me is telling the people personally that you're grateful for them, that you're grateful for what they do. It will just be a beautiful cycle of gratitude and thankfulness. In a world where everything is just so fast and where our attention has been diverted so much, especially to material things, now is a good time for us to go back to the basics of just being human and just being humble and being kind. So yes, people, practice gratitude. Practice the art or the act of giving. We can cultivate this habit in so many ways. If we are willing to look, we will always find somebody who is in need. These days especially, it is a good space and it is a good time for us to be able to cultivate this habit of giving people who are in need. It could be you giving someone money, or giving food, or giving clothes, or even giving shelter, or giving them love, because a lot of people might have all the material things in the world but they don't have love, and or even company, that human element or that human touch, that human friendship. Here I live in a society, like in a building, so maybe people who are in the same living situation as me, you can start off by maybe giving food, or giving ration, or giving clothes, or whatever, whatever it is that is essential for people's daily lives. You can start giving it to them. It could be to the security guard, or it could be to the people who come to your house to help you cook or clean the house. For those of you who want to, you can also always reach out to organizations who are working at the ground level, so you can get yourself connected. But here I just want to just kind of encourage you to do an amount of research first before giving to any organization or any group. Just make sure that the group that you are giving money or resources to are legit organizations or groups, because I have, from my own experience the last year, found that though we live in very terrible times and we think that everybody should be united and should be kind and should love each other, there are and there will always be people who will try to take advantage of such situations. No matter how sad and grim the situation might be, there are still people who are just so heartless and they will still try to take advantage of that situation for their own benefit. You do your amount of research before giving to an organization, or to a group of people. Write letters. I'm telling you people, please write letters. Whether it is to yourself or whether it is to other people, I think writing letters is such a good habit to pick up. I write letters to myself and I store them in boxes like these. The reason why I write letters is because there are times when I go through certain challenges and I feel so grateful that I'm always able to come out of those challenges with positivity and with a lot of strength. So I'd like to capture the things that I've learned or the things that I could do better, and I like to write them down in these letters to myself so that in the future I can just open them and read them and just see what I've learned and what I could relearn again. Sometimes I write letters just to remind myself of the smallest of things, like, don't forget to say thank you to people. Yeah, these are the letters I've written myself. And I also keep letters that I get from friends and family. Back home in Manipur, I have like a big box of letters I've collected from when I was, I think, in class 5, 6. So I just can't wait to like go home and bring it here to Bombay so that I can show all of you. It's so nice, when you have like a box of letters from people in your life, some whom you're still friends with and some whom you're no longer in touch with, and you open them and you just read them and it just feels so nice. Like, sometimes whatever I read in those letters, it really overwhelms me in a good way, and it is also like very simple reminders of, like, the person that I was, and certain things that I could revisit and do to be a better person. So you can write letters to yourself, or maybe if you have kids, then you can you can write letters to your kids and gift it to them when they turn a certain age. I think that would be such a great, meaningful gift for your kids as well. So you can do that for your kids, you can do that for your significant other, for your mom, for your dad, for anybody that you want. So practice writing letters. Trust me, people, if you do it, you will feel so accomplished. I feel so accomplished just writing letters to myself. So yeah guys, I've come to the end of my video. I hope that this video, even in the slightest of ways, have helped you and has been meaningful. So yeah, I'm done. Until the next video, bye bye.